I wanted to show you the results of that GAC 400. You can see the sienna brown, but look how dimensional that piece is on there. It really is quite dimensional, and it's quite stiff. It really does stiffen up the material. You could paint over top of this. You can do all kinds of things with it. But it's time to move on to other things. One of my favorite gels to work with is the glass bead gel, and I like to use it pretty straight out of the jar. And you can thin it with a little bit of medium or with a little bit of water, but it has all these little glass beads in it. And what I like about it is the way that it responds after it's been dried. You can actually take and put a wash of water over top of it, or a wash of color, and it will sort of gather around each of the glass beads and really accent them quite handsomely. Another gel that I happen to like a lot is the white flake gel, and it literally is just white flakes in a gel base. And this is another one of those that you can take and add color to, and the color will gather around in the gel medium, but it won't affect the flakes. The flakes will actually reflect through the surface and really give it some nice depth and character, which is, you know, all we're really looking for anyway. So if I take a little bit of this and I mix medium with it, you can see the flakes showing through, and I'm going to put some right here so that eventually when it dries you can see what it looks like. I think it's pretty neat stuff. One of the other things that I like is retarder gels, and there's several different kinds. This one happens to be by Dick Blick, but there are others out there that are made by other companies. And what it does is it doesn't thin down the paints any, which is really kind of nice, but it does slow down the drying time. So if you're looking for something to slow down so you can blend a little bit, this happens to be called acrylic retarder, but there is one made by Liquitex called a blending medium. Basically the same concept. Another one that I like to deal with quite a bit is this fiber medium. It literally has bits of fiber built into it, and you can color this, and it gives a really kind of interesting fiber texture to the work when it's done. And I'm going to put some of that right here so you can see what that looks like. And then this is one that's kind of intriguing, and I purchased this several years ago. Not used it a whole lot, but I really do find it kind of fascinating. It's called White Texture Medium, and it's a very thick gesso type material, and it does come with these little caps, and almost like a pastry bag. And what's really nice about it is that you can actually take it and form these really fascinating textures and raised areas. That happens to be a single hole, but there's all kinds of star shapes and all kinds of different things that you can use with this. It could be interesting if you like working with a lot of dimensional stuff. Very decorative, kind of fascinating in my book. I'm going to let that dry so you get to see what that looks like, but I think it's kind of fun stuff. Boy, I just hit you with a whole bunch of stuff all at once. But I think you'll see where there's a lot of versatility, and there's a lot out there that you need to look at. And I think it'd be a shame not to look at some of this stuff to help you along your way. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed showing this, and I'm going to come back with a couple more videos showing a bit more. And I do want to come back and show you what these look like when they're dry. So that's it for the moment. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself. I know I am. Talk to you later. Just a very quick update. This is the bead gel medium that we were talking about yesterday, and I want you to notice that I put a very light glaze over top of it and how it wraps around each of the beads in there. This is the white flake gel. And then this is that molding paste that I did yesterday, and you can see how I put just a light glaze over top of it here, and how that is taking hold and wrapping around each of those threads. I rather like the effect of it. I think it's pretty amazing. So that's where we are right now, and I'll be back with some more videos.